Today we're talking about your hair is not your identity. Really important, and I think you are one of the best people to discuss this with, because you have to be in front of millions of people, and identity is huge. Because you're saying, yes, I'm reading the news, but we've come to identify news with personalities, right? Mm. Hello and welcome to Black Working Mother. I'm really excited about this, where I get to feature my best friend after my husband, my sister, talented, humble, down-to-earth Nancy Kacungira, journalist and a news anchor, dancer, graphic designer, business owner. We co-own Blue Flamingo together, and I love this woman. She truly is. I would not be half the person I was today if it wasn't for her. Aww. So it's great to have you. Really,
this is fun. I'm glad I'm doing this.
So weird, me saying great to have you.
I know, right?
What's that about?
But like, we're always together. Oh. What do you mean great to have you?
It's nice to see. Okay. So what about our hair, African hair? There's a huge topic among black women, right? To relax, not to relax, teeny weeny afros, shaming people who wear their hair a certain way. I used to have a co-host, I will not name him, but he used to really take the piss out of women who wear weaves, and I used to feel bad because it's a personal decision. So what are your thoughts on black hair?
Well, my experience with this, and I think the thing I want to address is this idea that natural hair is not professional, because that's what I experienced. I'd never had a relaxer in my life. I got my first job on TV and they said to me, no, you can't wear your hair like that. You're going to have to get a weave or wear a wig.
So did you wear a weave?
I did in the beginning. Because I was just starting out, you know, and it was so uncomfortable. I did not feel like myself. This is how I appear on TV now, because I love braids. They make me feel...
guys.
Oh. Come on. But just because, you know, that's who I am. They make me feel like this ancient, regal African princess, and that's how I feel right now. Oh. But the journey to getting there wasn't easy, because there is this idea that natural hair looks a certain way, and in many cases, it's the more Caucasian it looks, the more professional
it looks. Nice and straight.
Yes.
You know, no curls.
They say it's sleek, it's manageable, but I have a problem with that. And the thing is, for me, it's never about what you do, it's about why you do it. If you're relaxing your hair because you're uncomfortable with your own...
Tweet that, never about what you do, it's why you do it.
Yeah, if you're uncomfortable with your... See, the reason I was wearing a weave was because I've been forced to, not because I wanted to, not because I was exercising my freedom to do what I wanted, and that was wrong. So I think it's not about our hair, it's about power, it's about who can tell you what to do with who you are, and it's about, you know, it's about that relationship and that dynamic.
Yeah. I think it's about representation as well. The truth is, we don't see enough news anchors wearing their own hair, being proud about it, and we begin to see, oh, she's attained a level of success. Subliminally, if I want to attain the same level of success, I've got to do the steps that she's go through the steps she's taken. So if I don't see a representation of a proud black woman wearing her hair, whether it's a businesswoman or a CEO, someone who's in politics, who's a mover, a shaker, then I'm not going to feel comfortable to do the same and think I can attain the same level of success. Do you agree with that?
I think there's a small caveat to that, in the sense that being for natural hair doesn't mean being against everything else, right?
And that's a big mistake I see people making. Shaming other women who choose to relax their hair, choose to wear their hair in weaves.
So they call them natural hair Nazis.
Ooh, that's deep. Like, not in a good way deep,
no.
Like just deep, like it cuts deep. But I think, like, just to echo what you're saying, that also pressures people to have natural hair because they're trying to be real or authentic. And look, if you want to wear your weave, do it. Like you said, it's not what you do, it's why you do it. If you're wearing that weave because, girl, you just want to wear that weave and you think it looks
like
good.
You like experimenting with different looks,
right?
And, you know, that's what you like.
More power to you.
More power to you.
But if you're wearing it because you think black hair is not great, then maybe you need to interrogate that a little bit and think, okay, does this move me back in terms of self-worth? Does this make me, like, I read just a simple sentence that to me really echoed. It said, this is how my hair grows out of my scalp naturally. I'm not changing that. And I was like, yo, that's kind of all sorts of like ninja, you know?
Yeah.
So that for me, if it's that's how it grows out of you. And nobody should make you feel like something that happens to you naturally, occurs to you naturally because of the way you're born, should be corrected.
Exactly. And in the same token, I think we have to be careful that we're not taking women out of one prison,
And
which
putting them in
is,
another,
you know, which is you should have relaxed hair because it's professional, and putting them in another prison where you're not conscious, you're not woke unless you have natural hair.
Absolutely.
Why are we always trying to control what black women do? Let black women do what they want with their hair. You never see anyone criticize a Caucasian woman for putting extensions in her hair and saying it's about self-hate, you know? So this is very much about those...
I'm extra like that.
This is very much about those, you know, those deeper messages.
Yep.
And I think we should quit focusing on the hair. And as you've honed in, it's about identity.
Yeah.
Our identity is not in how we dress. We don't have to prove to the world that we're anything. I can wear whatever I want and still be a strong African woman. It doesn't matter where it comes from, whether it's Iceland. If that's my choice, that's who I am. Everyone else gets to start on a clean slate and be like, you're just human. Everything else you put on that is who you are. But why do we have to confine our identity and say, in order to be African, you must have this kind of hair, you must wear this kitenge pattern, you know? Why do we limit ourselves? Everyone else has the freedom. So why do we take away our own power by saying, this has to be who we are?
If you don't subscribe after this, I don't know what to tell you. Hit subscribe. There's more episodes up here or down here. We will talk to you next week.
Yes.
Oh, let's say it together.
Black working mother.